You're not exhausted from what you do. You're exhausted from carrying yourself through it. At first, that sounds simple. You tell yourself it's workload, responsibility, too many hours with too little space. The explanation lands cleanly. It lets you believe rest would fix it. That if the pace slowed, the weight would lift. But the tiredness doesn't respond to pauses. It's there before the day starts. It's there after nothing happens. It doesn't spike. It sits. Steady. Low. Persistent. The disruption comes quietly. You notice the effort it takes just to arrive as a version of yourself that functions. Not the work itself. The posture. The tone. The internal alignment required to be acceptable, coherent, non-problematic. You aren't drained by action. You're drained by maintenance. At one angle, this looks like self-discipline. You regulate your reactions. You manage your expressions. You keep your inner state from leaking outward. That interpretation almost flatters you. It frames the strain as control. Shift the angle slightly. The same strain looks like vigilance. A constant monitoring of what you are allowed to show. A silent adjustment happening before anyone else notices anything. You don't relax into situations. You brace into them. Shift again. It starts to resemble distance. Not from others, but from yourself. You're present, but through a filter. Every response passes inspection before it's released. Nothing raw survives the process. The false explanation hides here. You assume you're tired because you care too much. Because you're conscientious. Because you're holding things together. That story sounds right because it honors the effort. What it misses is where the effort is actually spent. Here's the mechanism, without instruction. When being yourself feels risky, the system creates a proxy. A manageable version. A self that can move through days without causing friction. Carrying that version requires constant micro-adjustment. Tone checks. Thought edits. Emotional suppression that doesn't register as suppression because it's habitual. This isn't stress. Stress has direction. This is load-bearing identity. You wake up already holding something in place. You go to sleep without ever putting it down. There is a moment here where nothing new is added. Breath continues. Attention stays narrow. The body remains capable. The effort hums quietly, without complaint. When the opening thought returns, that you're exhausted, it no longer points to tasks. It points inward. To the unseen labor of staying composed. Of being consistent. Of never fully exhaling into yourself. Near the final layer, the name becomes unavoidable. Not dramatic. Just accurate. This is self-carriage fatigue. A long-term cost of performing continuity. Of being the one who stays intact, legible, reliable. You're not tired because life is heavy. You're tired because you're carrying the version of you that life will accept. The weight isn't what you do. It's that you never arrive unheld.